What is going on, guys? Welcome back to Motorfest. So in this video I will indeed be looking at well over 20 challenges in the Dreams Car playlist. So there's obviously going to be a lot of these to do, but I have to admit most of the challenges I have done so far in this playlist do seem to be very simple, at least compared to some of the others, so I always see that as going to be an absolute win. At least you can get them done quick. But without further ado though, guys, let's jump right into this here. So I will start on basically the bottom. So obviously we have the first challenge here, visit the Hanauma Racetrack. I would probably say this challenge is most likely going to be fairly simple, and the main reason for that is the racetrack is obviously a very known location, so the second you spawn into it, you will get this challenge completed. And now moving over to the next few challenges, guys, you will have to be in a crew to get these done. So the first one, you obviously have to be in a crew with at least one person, driving any hypercar vehicle in this event. So all you have to do is finish it, and you will get this challenge completed. And then for the next challenge, guys, all you will have to do is drive in a crew formation for at least 6.2 miles, while being at least 2 hypercars in free drive, so you will be able to get this done with at least one person, and it should be pretty simple. Now moving over to the next challenge, guys, you will have to reach the top 10 in a grand race while driving the Vision EQ, so this challenge is probably going to be fairly simple. Now, do keep in mind I was hearing some of the other top 10 and or top 15 challenges are bugs, so I guess we will have to wait and see and or find out if this one is indeed bugged, but so far, guys, I have not heard anything about this challenge being bugged out like some of the others, which I would say is going to be a good thing. But for the next challenge, guys, run in 4 grand races, so all you will have to do is to basically compete in 4 of these to get this challenge done. Now jumping into some of the other challenges here, guys, visit the Turtle Bay Resort in free drive. So funnily enough, guys, there is going to be a challenge with this car that you have to drive 75 miles on asphalt. Yes, that is not going to be a typo. You actually have to drive that far. So if you did want to, you could actually spawn to like the Turtle Bay Resort, and then you could technically go to like the other locations from there, and basically have a nice drive around the map while completing some challenges. And then moving over to the next challenge, once again, guys, you can also spawn right next to these and or get this challenge done instantly, but I would say one of the better ways is to most likely drive to each one. That way you can get these 75 miles done a bit quicker, but I do believe it's going to be the Alani Resort. I most likely am not saying that right, but on the map here, guys, if you did want to drive there from the Turtle Bay Resort, it is going to be pretty dang far, adding on to the other challenge. Now moving over to the next challenge, guys, perform 15 near misses on the highway in free drive. So this one doesn't have a specific speed that you have to go, but the big thing is you obviously have to be on the highway when doing it. And funnily enough, guys, I would say you can also do this challenge while visiting the other locations. And now moving over to the next challenge, guys, complete 5 slalom feats without collision. So I would probably say this challenge is honestly going to be fairly simple, but the big thing here, guys, is it does actually mean without collision. So let's say you hit a pole and or like one of the bicycles around the map. I would know because if you run into like a trash can, that also counts toward this challenge. So just make sure, guys, the slalom you do pick is kind of going to be in an open area with less traffic. Now moving over to the next challenge, guys, complete 5 escape feats. So all you will have to do on this one is to complete the exact same escape 5 times, and or you can also do like random ones around the map, but I would say this challenge is probably going to be fairly simple, and you most likely saw this one in a different playlist. For this one though guys, you have to have the clean modifier on the event in order to get this challenge completed. So if you do jump in and you do not have that modifier active, this challenge is not going to count. But for this guys, I would also recommend having that event difficulty on level 1. It really does seem to make this a tad easier, at least compared to before. Now moving over to the next challenge guys, complete the event mode times power rule of the streets in less than 4 minutes and 30 seconds. So I would probably say this challenge is going to be fairly simple, similar to the other one, because all you actually have to do is basically complete the event in that time limit. And I do want to mention, by the way guys, if your vehicle's not going to be leveled up at least a bit, you are most likely going to struggle to get this done in less than 4 minutes and 30 seconds. And then moving over to the next challenge, guys, empty your entire nitro gauge 3 times in the event Dream Bugatti. So all you guys will have to do in this one is to make sure that nitrous gauge is maxed out, and all you will have to do is fully empty it 3 times. Now moving over to the next few challenges guys, funnily enough I would say you can probably do all 3 of these at the exact same time. So the first one, you will have to reach a speed of 211 miles an hour in free drive. So for this, if your vehicle is barely leveled, you can easily hit around 211 miles an hour. So this challenge is most likely going to be fairly simple. Now for the next 2 challenges guys, you can most likely do these together because they are both going to be fairly simple. So drive for 15 seconds straight above 186 miles an hour while being in free drive. So for this I would definitely recommend jumping on a highway. That way you can easily hold those speeds for the insane long period of 15 seconds. Not. But after that guys, you also have to perform 35 near misses above 186. So if you really did want to, you could probably get all the 35 near misses while driving the 15 seconds on the highway. But I have to admit guys, with how the AI are in this game, I would probably recommend going after the 15 seconds first, and then after that getting the 35 near misses to get both of these completed. Now moving over to the next challenge guys, drive from the Royal Luau to Kanayohe. So all you will then have to do guys is to basically head over to this big hotel, which by the way is going to be insanely close by to this event here, but the one you guys are looking for is going to be located here in Honolulu, and luckily Kanayohe isn't too insanely far away. Now moving over to the next challenge guys, I would say this one's probably going to make many people laugh, so apply the clean driving modifier in the event Dream Bulls, finish the race and get a perfect score. So I do find this kind of funny how only this event is going to be perfectly worded, and the other ones basically do not have this much detail in it, but all you guys will have to do is basically add the clean modifier to the event. Do keep in mind guys, having this on level 1 does help. I do find this kind of funny though that only this challenge is basically perfectly worded, and it is telling you exactly what to do for this said challenge, but all you guys will have to do similar to the other ones is add that clean modifier on, and then after that you can also put this on level 1 to make it slightly easier. Now moving over to the next challenge guys, reach a speed of 205 miles per hour in the event Dream Duel. So all you will have to do is obviously reach a speed of 205, which in a hypercar is most likely going to be fairly simple. Now the big thing here is though you have to buy this car, which is around $2 million. Now moving over to the next challenge guys, win the event Dream Duel. So all you will have to do is to basically win this event in less than 3 minutes and or 40 seconds. So I would probably say having your vehicle leveled up a bit and or almost maxed out is going to make this much easier. Now moving over to the next challenge guys, complete 5 speed trap feats 62 miles an hour above the objective with any hyper vehicle. So for this all you will then have to do is basically pick a speed trap of your choice, and I would say guys getting 62 miles an hour above one of the objectives should be fairly simple in a hypercar. Now moving over to the final challenge guys, complete 5 slalom feats 2,000 points above the objective with any hypercar. So for this I would say you could probably do many of these slaloms around the map, but some are definitely going to be easier than others. Now I have to admit guys, one big tip here is you can head over to your driver and or go over to your legend points. I would then recommend adding something to the skilled right here, that way you get more points on this to get this done quicker. But besides all that though guys, at least many of the challenges here in the Dreams Car playlist are going to be simple, and I would say they're probably going to be on par with the Drift Experience playlist. But if you guys have any questions at all, let me know in the comments below, and as always don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more insight.